Hello my fellow AI overlords, today we are going to look at one of my side projects. This audio classification project takes place deep in the rainforest, where the presence of birds and frogs is an excellent way to tell how climate change and habitat loss affect the environment. However, it's hard to visually count these species because it is hard to see them. By building an audio classification tool, we could detect their presence by hearing them sing. With the help of machine learning, we could build such audio classifier and analyze real-time data to detect signs of environmental damage caused by humans. In this video, I'll present you my solution, which I did as a side project. It is not likely to be the best, but it is a good baseline, and who knows, maybe you will learn something along the way. So stick around and explore the rainforest soundscape with me. Unlike popular classification tasks, like images or videos, audio signals are one-dimensional. How could we build a deep learning solution around this type of data? Well, one way is to look at its spectrogram. Using Fourier transform, which, without going into the details, decomposes the sounds in a sum of sinusoids, their frequencies and amplitudes hold the same information as the original signal. It's just a different way to represent it. The main disadvantage of the frequency representation is that we lost time information. So we would like to have frequencies and time information to better represent our signal. What if we looked at the Fourier transform for each interval of time t? Audio data would then be translated into a 2D representation. This is called a spectrogram. A very important principle called the uncertainty principle states that we can't know both the frequency and time information of a signal with complete accuracy. This means that there is a trade-off between time and frequency resolution, or as a result, the spectrogram images are blurry. So how could we minimize the impact of this noise on our model? One way is to use a clever preprocessing based on a biological intuition. A bio-intuition, everything looks cooler with bio in front. Let me introduce you the Mel frequencies. In fact, the human perception of sound is not linear with respect to the frequency. It is due to the fact that we can hear small difference in low frequency more easily than in high frequency. If you look at a piano, the gap between the keys in terms of frequencies is not regular. That is why between C2 and D2 there is only 8 Hz, whereas between C6 and D6 there is a large gap. Mel frequencies counteract this difference between frequencies and the perception of sound using a nonlinear mapping of the actual frequency range. By applying this mapping to our spectrogram, we can better extract audio information. These newly created features are then fed to a pre-trained ResNet 50. By replacing the end tail of the neural network, we are able to classify sound from a model originally trained on images. That is crazy. Anyway, here's the confusion matrix I obtained on the validation set. Some species are well identified by our model, other species not that well. I remind that this video was more about presenting a baseline. I do not pretend to have the best solution at all. The key takeaways I have taken from this project was that although CNN are well known for image classification, they still are relevant for audio too and signal processing in general. Second point is that our perception of the data matters when building machine learning models, and being able to embed it into our solution was a key insight which made the difference. Well, thanks a lot for viewing this video report. If you liked it, drop a like. If not, feel free to harass me in the comment section. And cheers guys, see you soon for another adventure.